Welcome guys to a new Alan and Tom. Today, there should be a spoiler warning for this video. We're going to be going over what we here at Alan and Tom would be, what LEGO would do in a Far From Home CMF series. This is extremely late and I'm really sorry. Most of it has been due to outside involvement in my personal life, including summer as well as cleaning up my house. I don't know when this will be uploaded. Hopefully on the Thursday of the third week. I don't know dates, but it might actually be in the fourth week. Well, enough of that. Let's get into the actual thing. The first minifigure in this series will be Hallucination Spider-Man. This is the homemade Spider-Man, but I'm calling it Hallucination because it comes with a skull of Iron Man. So I really like this. It was actually the hardest to draw, which is surprising based off of future ones, which you'll see down the line. The Hallucination Spider-Man comes with a new piece, which is the hood piece, which is Lloyd's hood piece from Lego Ninjago, but without the hair. It's really cool. It also comes with a new mask piece that is a broken mask, which we could use for a Avengers Endgame Sickly Stark. He also comes with a skull underneath, for a dead Tony Stark. And that's Hallucination Spider-Man. The next one is the red and black Spider-Man, which is the only normal Spider-Man in this whole entire line. And since we didn't get it in any of the sets, which doesn't completely make sense, not even in a poly bag or in a bubble pack, it just doesn't make sense. So I included it here with a little flick, the little squeeze things, in white to symbolize webbing, like it has been in the past. The third figure is the Iron Spider, and I didn't include anything besides the normal Iron Spider that we got in Avengers Infinity War. But I did update it with some decent printing, as well as dual molded legs for all you fans of dual molded legs and just don't understand why they used single molded. I mean, what the heck? You have it in your inventory. The fourth and final Spider-Man minifigure is Peter Parker. And this is a normal Peter Parker without the spider suit underneath. This is one that's actually good at hiding his secret identity, other than Peter Parker from the MCU. He comes with the same hair piece and assumedly the same face piece as they used in the Venice set, but he comes with a blue plaid shirt and some pants, like you do. He also comes with a fancy-dancy thingy-majigger, whatever the mask thing is. It's a Joker mask piece, but it is I don't know what he wore in the actual film, but it looked like a Joker helmet, hat thing. I don't know what it's called. The fifth figure is Ned, and he comes with a hat like he hasn't come before, even though that was sort of part of his character in Homecoming. He comes with his sort of polo shirt, which he wears in Far From Home, as well as some glow sticks, because he was in a scene with glow sticks. I didn't put glasses with it too, so those are trans clear sausage pieces, which looked a lot like glow sticks. One in pink and one in green. After that is MJ, or Michelle Jones, and if I say Mary Jane, that's a complete accident. She comes with a hairpiece, which looks really cool. It is known as the Princess hairpiece, which looks a lot more like Zendaya's hair in Far From Home than the one that they used in the set. It also comes with a mace, as she wields one both in the Pop Doll as well as in the movie. She also wears a black jacket as well as a Joan of Arc, which I had fun drawing. And that mace piece it's two separate pieces, a little light sword shaft, and not a new piece. That is not a new piece. I don't know where it's from, but it isn't. Next is Flash, or Eugene Thompson, and he comes with a phone and selfie stick. He has Anakin's hair in black, as well as a black and white and purple shirt that he wore in the trailer. So a lot of the clothing I got from the trailer because I actually have images of those. See, pirating is not good. On the phone is a picture of him, but actually a video of him that goes on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever off-brand version they were using in the movie, with the hashtag flashmob, which was shown in the end credits little epileptic seizure inducing end card. Next is Betty Brant, and I used a blonde hairpiece, which looks amazing on her, as well as I gave her a mic to signify the fact that she is on the news broadcast, which was one of the first scenes in Far From Home. The Getty Images, little memoir for all of the fallen Avengers in the past 5 years. I mean, wouldn't they have known that Vision is dead? But completely sidetracked. This is the Betty Brant figure, and on to the next figure, which is our very own Brad Davis. And I used the normal old Chase McCain hairpiece in black, along with the most amount of pieces that will probably never appear in a minifigure blind bag series. It's the drone. And the reason I included this was because the drones were sort of iffy on the Lego sets, so I added a better one, also a lesser one because it is in a CMF Draft. It's white, like in the movies, and I included it with Brad Davis because he was attacked by one via Peter. So, fun times. Murder, I guess. And if you made it this far, I'd like to thank you because most people actually click out about right now. So, please continue watching. It'd be great. Thank you. Number 10 is Quentin Beck in his mocap suit, and this will be the only Mysterio, even though we probably could have done a better normal Mysterio with a golden chest plate, not a green one. But no, we aren't going to. He comes with a normal face print as well as a hairpiece, and you should probably check out our video up in the corner of our own minifigure of Mysterio. It's actually a really great figure, and you should probably watch it. But we also gave him a dome that has printing on it, and there is an Easter egg in it. Try to guess what it is. Comment down below what you think the Easter egg is, and we might comment to see if it's right. We probably will. We barely have a life. And like I said with the hallucination, this one's probably the hardest, and it was the first one. But still, this was really hard to get all of those triangles. It sucked! The 11th figure is Mr. Dell. J.B. Smoove plays a new character in this movie, Mr. Dell, which, though he never picks up a firework, he is one for suggesting that we actually just go and watch the fireworks. But instead, we go to the opera house instead. But really, we don't. Peter Parker's classmates do. Fun times, right? The firework uses 4 pieces, so that's enough. One of them being a sausage piece for the fuse, which I thought was pretty clever. I love reusing pieces that you don't expect as long as they're in a different color. It's fun. Next up is Dimitri, which is one of the honestly underrated characters in the whole film. I think they wanted to go with a bigger role for him, but they didn't. And I might actually be projecting. I wanted him at a bigger role. It could have been Chameleon in disguise, but who knows. He comes with a hairpiece that we've seen many times, specifically on Pirates of the Caribbean figures, but this time in black. He comes with his leather jacket with a dark red shirt, as well as the Night Monkey suit, folded up inside of a black and silver suitcase, which is a new mold and printing for that. We've seen that in Newt Scamander and Jacob Kowalski's suitcase, but that's since. And like I said, the Night Monkey suit is folded up, and instead of doing the seamstress, I decided to combine those two roles in Dimitri. For entry 13 is Happy Hogan. He has the dog show owner's hairpiece and with gray printing around, so it looks like Doctor Strange's. It looks really cool, as well as a huge novelty check with a orange logo of some form. I just tried to mimic it based off of the trailer, along with a signature of Pepper Potts, which it isn't forgery if it is a fictional character. He's wearing a black suit, which looks pretty snazzy on him, as well as his blip beard. Next up is one person that the Russo brothers lied to us about blipping in the snap, which is Aunt May. She uses the Ginny Weasley hair in dark brown, and she also has a dress piece in black, which looks pretty cool. Technically it's a skirt piece, but it's for a dress. She also comes with a suitcase for Peter Parker. I was thinking of putting the banana, the Peter Tingle banana, that was vetoed, for this suitcase, so it'd be a little harder to figure out who it was. Was it Dimitri? Was it Aunt May? It also comes with a folded up Stark suit, which didn't appear, but it did appear in 3 other sets, so that doesn't matter. It's the same suitcase that we've seen before with Newt Scamander and Jacob Kowalski, even down to the golden printing. I was thinking about putting the BFP, but decided against it. Minute details don't matter. The 15th figure is the Earth Elemental, which some have dubbed Sandman, including myself, but it technically didn't get dubbed that, so you gotta do with what you gotta do, I guess. Sandman, though appeared in the trailer, didn't have much screen time, so I just didn't give him a accessory besides the license plate, which has the first appearance of Sandman on the license plate. So, pretty cool, I guess. Along with the new molded head for Sandman, which isn't the best, I guess, but you gotta do with what you gotta do. And Tom told me to say this at the end. Technically, they aren't called Sandman. We don't even know if it's a boy. So, I had to say that. The 16th figure is the Air Elemental, which has been both dubbed Cyclone by myself because of a license plate. The director loves his license plates, okay? It's not just me and my fanaticism with license plates. And Whirlwind by who knows. But it is most definitely the Air Elemental, which we saw in action against Mysterio, as well as with the projector projecting it for Peter and MJ. Once again, I didn't really know what to give it because it didn't really hold anything. And unlike the Earth Elemental, I just didn't. It has the Ghost legs as well as the Ghost Rider headpiece, but instead of flames for the flame part, I instead included air. So it sort of looked cool, I guess. I think it looked like wisps of smoke and less of flames. And I based the torso off of designs that we got for Hydro Man in the Lego set, because it was very simplistic and very bland. Next is Mr. Harrington, our favorite teacher that was in The Incredible Hulk. So, fun times, I guess. After he dropped his camera, I decided that's a good piece to include. So I included a piece with some fancy little jumper plates and hollow studs and a silver camera, and the bing bang and a boom, you got a camera. He has the Widow's Peak hair that we saw on the 12th Doctor, which looked really cool, as well as Peter Venkman. Even though he didn't wear it, it did have inspiration from the Homecoming Academic Decathlon suit jacket, even down to Midtown High's logo on the under lapel. But I think it looks nice. And Mr. Harrington is the last figure that appeared in the actual movie. These last 3 figures all appear in the post and mid-credit scenes, which are probably the most memorable part of the movie. Number 18 is Soren. She is a Skrull that impersonated Maria Hill, and I only included her basically because I couldn't think of a better figure to include. It has the face of a Skrull, but the body, except for the hands, of course, are completely valuable for a Maria Hill, because it didn't appear that she changed clothes after morphing back into Soren. We are going to jump back to the mid-credit scenes in which we saw a very own Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the last character to appear and debut in the Infinity Saga, Jonah Jameson, portrayed by J.K. Simmons. This is great. J.K. Simmons should be, and I think, one of the only 3 actors to portray the character. Jonah Jameson. This is amazing, honestly. I don't like his haircut 100%, but it works. I included a 2x2 tile which depicts Mysterio lying to the public about both Mysterio's death and that he is a interdimensional being that is protecting the universe. At first I didn't even know where I was going, because Jonah Jameson did not lie about the fact that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. I can't wait for Spider-Man 3! I have honestly no idea where they're going with the next couple of movies. And the 20th figure, which is the last character that we know the name of, that appears on screen in the Infinity and Phase 4 Nick Fury. Specifically, Beach Nick Fury. Well, technically not Beach Nick Fury, technically Space Nick Fury, since he wasn't on a beach, but it looked like he was on the beach, and he has swim trunks on. It comes with a shirtless Nick Fury, which we haven't gotten many shirtless people of color in Lego, I think. We have gotten a Caucasian one, but we haven't gotten a, darker skin tones yet. So that's a first. He also has black swim trunks, which have a little printing on the side because there wasn't much printing on the front part of the minifigure. And, of course, bing bang boom, that's the Far From Home CMF Draft for Alan and Tom. It's also our 3rd, so thank you for watching these. We'll probably do more, and I've honestly no idea what I'm going to do next. I know what you should do next. You should watch some of these videos that are popping up on the screen right about now. You should also like this video. If you did enjoy it, subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications. And, you know it, we'll be back in a jiffy.